Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDHS. Tonight, we are bringing you Bombers Volleyball as the Macomb Bombers are taking on the Rebels of South Fulton. Of course, we'll start with the JV contest here tonight, and then the varsity contest to follow. You see both squads running out onto the court here to get us kicked off here at Macomb High. John Burton on the call. Got Dylan here running camera for me here tonight. Should be a pretty interesting varsity matchup. Macomb squad is coming off a tournament win this past weekend over at Brophy Hall. Bombers, I believe, now undefeated on the season. Of course, that is the varsity squad. We're starting here with JV action tonight. I believe that's number 10 back there for Macomb, looking to start things off. That's Abby Kwakala. And Kwakala gets a start. A nice serve into the back row. Bump set to the outside. Number 24 on the attack for South Fulton is going to be a net violation. That was Shelby Heller. They're set up on the outside. It'll be side out for South Fulton and the Rebels. They get the first point of the game. Christian Posey now back serving for South Fulton. This one dug up on the Macomb side. Set to the middle, big attack into the back row and off the hands of Mason Van Deventer. And a nice kill up front there for Macomb, picks up the side out. Number 15 checks in, that's Autumn Starbuck, and she'll come back to serve for the Bombers. Starbuck, couple dribbles. Another nice floater into the back row, a little bit of issues with it there. South Fulton's able to get the free ball through. This one, quick to the middle, gonna be, was it touched? It was not. That'll be out of bounds, hitting error for the Bombers. And that'll bring back Ella Dutton to serve for the Rebels. Dutton, nice hard serve there. Again, some issues for the Bombers there in the servers received. They're able to get the free ball through, however. This one set to the middle, big attack coming, partially blocked at the net. That was Helber, excuse me, on the attack for the Rebels, sent back through by the Bombers. Set to the outside once again. That was Dawson that time for the Rebels. This time, Macomb sends a cross shot. That one dug up by the Rebels once again. Nice volley here. Big block at the net on Dawson's attack. Baldy, the libero, will send it through for Macomb. Another attack there, and that one's going to fall out of bounds. Pretty solid volley there from both squads. Ties us up at 2 apiece. Kendall Field back serving for Macomb, number 22. And that's just a little bit long. This is Heller now back serving for the Rebels. This one's set to the outside. Nice shot there. But dug up by South Fulton once again. Pretty good defense there. Dawson on the attack. No good this time. Set to the middle. That one just clips the top of the net and drops in. It'll be a kill for Reva Copen. And a Bomber side out. Josie Elby and Brooklyn Lyles will check in for Macomb. Lyles comes back to serve. 3-3 is our score here in Macomb. Pretty back and forth action so far. Lyles, the lefty with the serve. This time it'll be a free ball sent back through. We'll see if Macomb can get in the system here. Nice, another quick set to the middle. This one pound down the line, dug up, but the pass goes out of bounds. That was Dutton on the attempted dig there. Macomb takes the 1 point advantage. Service point for Lyles. And that'll be a service ace for Brooklyn Lyles. Back-to-back service points for the Bombers. Lyles back to serve once again. This time, South Fulton's able to handle it. Set up towards the middle. Baldy's there to dig it up for the Bombers. This time, set up from the back row to the front. Free ball sent through. Pass close to the net. Nice job there. Able to pull it back out. Sent back through. Baldy's under it. Bump set to the outside. Tip up over the block. Backside defense is there. Another tip there for South Fulton. This time on the outside, that was 13. That was Josie Elby. Just checked into the game. Got her first swing at it. South Fulton was right there. Middle, once again, nice attack there by Copen. But again, some good defense shown by the Rebels. This time, tapped over the block, then dropped it in. Backside wasn't there that time. It'll be a kill for number 21, Reagan Knowles. And another service point for Lyles. She served 3 in a row now. Bombers have the Rebels doubled up here early in set number 1. Another nice serve, another ace for Lyles. Second ace for her on this service run. Lyles, once again, serves it off Stambaugh. Able to keep that one up, and another hitting error. Things starting to fall off the tracks a little bit here for South Fulton. Got to figure out a way to pick up a side out and get the momentum swung back your direction. Lyles just going at Stambaugh every time. Overpass there and another kill on the Bomber side. And we're going to have a timeout called. We'll keep it here for this one. Bombers lead 9-3 here at Macomb High. With locations in Macomb and Augusta, with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jerry, or Chris, or visit www.lbsalescars.com to check out their inventory. Since 1960, Our Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Our Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. Back now here again in Macomb High. Brooklyn Lyles took over the serve. I believe the score was 3-3. She's got 6 points in a row now for Macomb. Really nice run here. Stambaugh on the outside, and that's going to find a home in the back row. That's one way to get the run to end. Kill for Kira Stambaugh. Side out South Fulton. This is number 8, Jersey Clark, now back serving for the Rebels. Trying to make up for that little bit of a skid they had there. Bump set to the outside. Elby on the attack. It'll be off the top of the tape. And that'll be 4 hits. Service point for Clark and the Rebels. 9-5 now the score. Clark back to serve once again. Little barrel Baldy digs that one up. Set. Copeland wasn't ready for it, forced to bump it through. Dumped this time. Macomb was right there for it. Bump set there, push back across. Outside, tapped across, and right in the middle of the campfire. Another point for South Fulton there. Back-to-back kills on tips for South Fulton. Could be something to look out for if you are the Bombers. Here's a set to the outside. That one partially blocked and sit back through. Nice job up front there. And another block got her hands on it. That was Elena Dutton up there. Able to send that first attack back the other direction and was able to keep it alive. But that second one, just a little bit too much power for it. Couldn't get the block closed up. Reagan Knowles back to serve. Let's serve there. And if Dwayne was here, he would say that should be illegal. Which is kind of, it has its advantage and disadvantage. If you could do that every time, you'd score just about every time. And that time, didn't need the net to score there. Knowles back-to-back aces. Puts the Bombers up 12-6. Knowles, another high serve into the back row. Nice heads-up play there by Ella Dutton, letting that one go out of bounds. That brings Dawson back to serve for South Fulton. Baldy able to handle that serve. This one set to the outside. Big swing coming there. Nice attack there by Claire Thompson, but South Fulton's right there. Pretty good defense. Able to keep that one up. Baldy up quick to the middle. Just has to be tapped through by Copen. This one into the back row. It's going to land out of bounds. And good thing Knowles didn't touch it there. That thing was sailing out of bounds. I think she swung at it, just maybe came up on her a little too quick. Didn't make contact. But it works out for the Bombers nonetheless. Baldy back to serve now. Baldy, nice serve there by Taylor Baldy. This one back set and tapped through by Elby. Nice dig up there in the back row. Push shot there. Nice one-hand dig by the Bombers and just couldn't get it back across. Nice effort there by Knowles, able to keep it alive, but it'll be South Fulton point nonetheless. 13-8, the score here in set number 1. Here's the lefty, Elena Dutton, and her serve will go into the net service error there. And now we'll bring in Abby Kukala and Natasha Lynn in for the Bombers. Kukala will come back to serve. She's the one that started things off. So Macomb has now made it through one rotation. Kukala's serve. Anything you can do, I can do better, goes right into the net. Back-to-back service errors by both squads. Christian Posey and Kira Stanbaugh check in for South Fulton. Another nice serve. Baldy and Thompson kind of fight over in the back row. Wasn't a great pass. And now push the Rebels into double digits. 14-10. Trying to mount this comeback here. That one punched across by Field. South Fulton right there. This one's set to the middle. Nice block up front there by Field. South Fulton's right there for it, looking for another one. This one tapped across. Lynn is there, and nobody called it. Ball falls on the Bombers' side. Great effort up front there by Field. Got the big rejection, but just not quite able to close out the point for the Bombers. This one pushed through by Thompson. Dumped that time and just caught him napping. Nice heads-up play there by Christian Posey, the setter on the Rebels side. Able to pick up the kill. And now it's 14-12. Little issues there. Knowles able to keep it alive, and a free ball sent back over from the Bombers. This time it's Stanbaugh sending the free ball through. Macomb finally in system, quick to the middle, and Fields hits it into the net. Rebels now 1 point away from tying things up. Macomb will call a timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Back here at Macomb High, Bombers only lead by 1 now. Pretty solid run from the Rebels, able to crawl their way back into this first set here of the JV game. Another nice serve back there by Posey. Bombers able to handle this one, but a hitting error there will tie things up at 14. Posey, another nice serve there. This one bumps to the front for Lynn. Lynn just pushes it back through. South Fulton does the same thing. Baldy bumps it up to the outside. Thompson sends it across, and we're going to call a double hit there. So that's one way to end the run if you're the Bombers. You're able to get the side out back. Didn't give up the lead, but you let South Fulton pull a little bit closer. Starbuck back to serve. Nice serve into the back row. This time, bump set to the outside. Stambaugh taps it back through. Baldy, nice attack there. That was number 22, Kendall Field, on the big kill for the Bombers. Field has looked pretty good up there in the front row. She got a couple blocks, couple kills. That quick setup to her in the middle has been pretty good for the Bombers all night. Nice attack there, partially blocked at the net, able to pull it back out. Here's Knowles on the outside, attacks once again. Forces the free ball sent back through by Dutton. Baldy, Quicala this time tapped through by Fields, and she'll pick up another kill. Kendall Field, kind of a flat-footed shot there, but it gets the job done nonetheless. Starbuck now back-to-back service points. Macomb leads 17-14. Starbuck serves it off Dutton in the back row. Stambaugh forced to send the free ball across. Send it kind of cross court there. Bombers were ready for it. This time, Quicala sets it up to the outside. Knowles, almost an overpass there. A little bit too far, goes into the net. Bomber point, 18-14. Bombers have to extend their lead back out now. Starbuck sends that one through. Dutton forced to go to her knees to get it. Nice dig up there by Knowles. Baldy sends it back. Over to Starbuck. Overpass there. Drop back down by the Bombers. Tip through there. Nice job by Lynn, able to keep it alive. And Knowles sends the free ball through. To the middle. Blocked by Field once again. Baldy bump set. Knowles tips it over. Just punches that one back across. And a big attack there by Field. Nice dig up by South Fulton. Quicala to Field once again. Taps about through. Stambaugh's there. Posey dumps this time. Another tap over the block. Did that catch a piece of the line? It did. Nice job there by Reagan Knowles. Able to pick up the point after a long volley for the Bombers. Puts them up by 5 now, 19-14. Another service point for Starbuck. Dump there. Macomb partially ready for it. Baldy's able to send it back through, but just out of bounds. That's Ella Dutton back serving for the Rebels. Here's Field. Another nice attack from her. South Fulton able to dig it up. Baldy, the liberos, picks it up in the back row. Free ball sent back through by Field. Posey, quick to the middle. Nice attack there. Baldy's there off the bottom of the basket. Nice job by Quicala, able to get back under it. To the middle, off the top of the net. Lynn pops it up. Quicala sends it over. Is that going to get across? It will. Starbuck able to keep it alive. This time tapped in the middle, partially blocked by Field. Quicala back to the outside. Knowles, cross court. Nice shot there by Reagan Knowles. Picks up the kill for Macomb. And timeout called for South Fulton. We'll keep it here for this one. Score is 22-15 in favor of the Macomb Bombers. The Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street, Macomb, Illinois, serving soups, salads, sandwiches, homemade dessert, Blue Bunny ice cream, and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day and free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com or call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WAU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. And I will say Sports Corner got dollar wings tonight. It is Wednesday. That is one of my favorites out there. Bone-in wings. They're only $1. You can't go wrong. Got multi-apples in the chat asking how much are they playing to. Each set we played till 25 here in the JV game. Same thing for the varsity side. And a kill up front. That was number 11, Reva Copen for the Bombers. I believe here in regular season contests, if we do go to a third set, those will be played to 15 instead of 25. If needed. Everywhere it's kind of different. Nice kill there by Natasha Lynn, able to pick up another point for the Bombers. 22-15 now. Macomb's really swung the momentum back their direction here late in set number 1. Kind of went on a big run with Lyles back serving. Built up a big lead. South Fulton was able to come back. They've really pushed the pace here. Field will pick up her first ace of the contest. A lot of issues on service receive for the Rebels. Got to get that cleaned up as we head into set number 2. Overpass there. Call it, back set. Lynn taps it across. Free ball sent back across. Nice job by Fields, able to get it turned around and send it back through. This one fought for at the net, won by the Bombers. Big swing there, but a nice dig up by Field. Knowles bumps it off, and Kokala will send the free ball through. Pass close to the net, and we're going to have a net violation called. That'll go on the Bombers, so it'll be a side out for South Fulton. Shelby Heller. Back serving for the Rebels. Baldy. Knowles up front. Lynn just sends it over, and that's going to fall out of bounds. Pull South Fulton just ever so slightly closer. And that will be a service error. Bombers now on to match point, our first match point of the night. 24-17. Lyles will check back in, as well as Josie Elby. We saw Lyles, the lefty, serve up a few in a row for the Bombers earlier on in this set. We'll see if she can pick up their last point here. And as you say that, first serve goes right into the net, that dreaded announcer's curse. We talk about it all the time, yet we just can't stop doing it. South Fulton will have to roll off 6 straight points here to send us to some extra volleyball action, and they will pick up one there. Knowles came into the crowd trying to save that one, just couldn't quite get enough on it. Nice serve there by Jersey Clark, and she's able to pick up an ace of her own. South Fulton now up to 20 on the serve from Clark. She served back-to-back points. Clark this time overpass and will fall out of bounds. And Macomb will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. South Fulton storming back here. 24-21 is the score. Again, you're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Back here at Macomb High, Bombers have had it on match point for a little bit now, but South Fulton has rolled off a few points here in a row, able to starve off a loss here in set number 1 to this point, and we're going to have a net violation there, and that's how things will end. So it's a win for the Bombers, 25-21 here in set number 1. Getting a pretty back and forth set. Bombers were able to pull away towards the middle and at the end, but South Fulton giving everything they had there down the stretch. We'll see if some of that momentum can carry over into set number 2. We'll take another quick break here. Listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Back here in Macomb High was the winner for the Bombers in set number 1, 25-21. You can see the score there on the scoreboard. We'll get that transferred back over into a set win. Again, that first set very, very competitive. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in set number 2. Sometimes when you get sets that are that closely contested, and the first set one, and the set number 2, you know, it's kind of a blowout one way or the other. You see that happen a lot. I'm not quite sure what the reasoning is behind that, but we'll see what happens here. Posey will be back, set to serve for South Fulton. She did a pretty good job there at the service line in the first game. Or the first set, I should say. Looking to replicate that here. Posey serves off ball, a little bit of a miss pass there. Knowles is able to send the free ball through for Macomb. Posey set to the middle. That one tapped across, was touched at the net. It was not. Hitting air for Heller. And the first side out of the game for the Bombers. Serve here from Macomb. Clark's able to send it back across. Field taps it into the back row. Right into no man's land there. Had two Rebels coming over to trying to play that one. Goes off the hands and out of bounds. Point Bombers. Kokala's serve will go into the net. It'll be a service error and a side out for South Fulton. And that'll bring back number trying to catch the number here real quick. I believe that's number 28, Kinley Batterton, whose serve will go out of bounds. 3-1, the advantage here early on for Macomb. That ball's traveling the wrong direction. Emery Seward, number 8, back now for Macomb. Macomb looks like they're running a little bit of a different lineup here in set number 2, and Seward's serve will fall for an ace. That's a way to come into the game, pick up your first ace of the game on your first serve. Macomb's also got Megan Redding out there. Didn't see much of her in the first set. So definitely playing around with lineups are the Bombers. This one, Field tap back across at the net. Baldy's there, sets to the outside. Knowles, nice shot there off the arms of Sutton. And that'll be a kill for Reagan Knowles. Another service point for Seward. 5-1, Macomb leads. Knowles, high arcing shot over to the back corner. Sutton's able to dig that one up. This one to the middle and out of bounds. That was Heller on the attack. Another hitting error. Macomb with an early 5-point advantage, 6-1. Again, in set number 1, we saw both squads kind of struggling to pull away early on. A little bit of a different story here in set number 2. Field on the attack, partially blocked at the net by Heller. Reset to Heller, and Field blocks her back. But Macomb's there for it. Knowles pushes it through. This time set up to the outside. Tapped across. Nice dig up there by the Bombers. I believe that was Quacala back there, able to keep that one alive. Here's Baldy now. Back to Quacala. Quacala dumps this time off the blocks and down. So Quacala has the nice dig up. And then she picks up the kill. Libero, Sutton, overpass there, dropped back down by Fields. Long service run here early for Seward and the Bombers. Another nice serve, another overpass force. Baldy will answer right back with an overpass, and that one dropped right back down for the kill. I believe that was number 10, Emma Gorsuch. Here's Hiller back to serve. Knowles, Quacala, this time outside Fields, hits that one off the net. Service point for Heller, looking for another. Knowles, Quacala back to Field once again, who just punches it over. This time set to the outside. Gorsuch looking for another kill, but hits that one just a bit long. Kendall Field. Her serve. Nice receive there. Big block up front there by the Bombers. That was Copen and Redding up there for Macomb, able to pick up the block. Field's second serve. It's going to be a free ball. Field bumps it up. Quacala. Nice job there. Nice quick attack there by Reva Copen. Kind of partially off the blocks. We'll have a timeout called here. We'll keep it here for this one. Macomb leads 11-3 here early on in set number 2, and that's kind of one of those things we talked about. You play a pretty close set in set number 1, and sometimes in set number 2, some adjustments get made, and you see one team come out and really blow up a big lead here early on. We'll see if South Fulton can answer. Face-to-face over the phone, by email, or by text, choose how you do business with Tom Conklin, State Farm, Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. King Family Chiropractic, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, supports all area student athletes. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set up an appointment, call 309-837-6932. They also perform DOT/CDO physicals for just $85. Again, the live chat is open. Got quite a few people in here watching us, joining us here for JV volleyball action. Of course, we have the varsity game to follow. I mentioned earlier on the varsity squad for Macomb coming off a big tournament win this past weekend. And we'll have a service ace there for Kendall Field here back in the JV game. Bombers looking to push this thing up to 10. Another nice serve by Field, forces the overpass and drop back down by Copen. And the Bombers will do just that. 10-point advantage now for Macomb. Field, short serve, another ace for her. Long service rally for Kendall Field and the Bombers. To include a couple aces. This time it's going to be just long on the serve. So after that run from Field, Macomb will have a 10-point lead. Side out back for the Rebels. This is Clark's serve now. Baldy. Call a bump set. Knowles hitting air there. Baldy bumps it up. Knowles. Free ball. The set to the middle, partially off the blocks, and we're going to have another net violation, this time on the Bombers. I believe that was Copen up there in the net. So South Fulton now inching their way back into the set after going down 11 points. They only find themselves down 8 now. Kokala sets over ahead. Redding sends it across. I think it might have been out of bounds. Heller's able to take it, and South Fulton's able to send it back through. Kokala reset quick to the middle. Copen on the kill. Nice job there by Reva Copen. Able to pick up another point for Macomb. And here's Brooklyn Lyles now coming back to serve. I believe she served the winner in set number 1. Also had a nice service run that lasted about 7 to 8 points in that first set. Looking to do more damage here. Set to the middle, big block up front, but it's going to be a net violation on Copen. Seen a lot of that here early on. And again, it is early in the season for both of these squads, especially on the JV side. So just some stuff you got to clean up there for sure, but it hasn't really hurt the Bombers to this point. They got the 15 to 7 advantage. Gemma France now back for the Rebels. I believe that's the first time we said her name here tonight. Pushed through by Knowles. This one tapped back across. Knowles is right there. Lyles sets it back out. Knowles sends it into the back row. Dug up by France. And Heller will send it back across. Baldy's there. Lyles outside. Nice attack there. But once again dug up. Free ball sent through. Overpass there. Miss hit. Nice job there. Heads up play by Batterson. Able to keep it alive. And a nice one-arm attempt there and kill for Copen. Not exactly sure how if that's the way she drew that one up, but she's able to pick up the kill nonetheless. Just threw her arm out there, was able to find a nice home for it. Knowles back serving for the Bombers. This one goes off standby on the back row. Batterton came over to try to play it, just couldn't quite get there in time. Service point for Knowles, and she extends the lead back out to 10 for Macomb. Knowles service ace there off the arms of Heller in the back row. Knowles' serve this time will go out of bounds. So she's able to push the Bombers' advantage back up to double digits there on her service run. And this will be Kinley Mitchell now back serving for South Fulton. Nice serve there, almost caught a piece of the back line. It did not, however. But really, really nice looking serve there on Mitchell. Baldy now back for the Bombers. Is that one off the libero to libero serve there, and pass comes into the net. Not able to get it out of there was Clark. .28 to score. 20-8 is the score. Get that correct on the scoreboard real quick. Sutton able to dig that up, and missed pass there by Jada Jones. Bombers pull within 4, and it's a lot different looking set number 2 here. Again, that first set ended 25-21 in favor of the Bombers. This one now 21-8. Nice adjustments made in that Bombers huddle, you would assume. Another service point for Baldy, now just 3 points away from closing out this match. Baldy off Sutton, overpass there. Baldy back under it, bumps it up to the outside. Here's Thompson, able to pick up a kill there for the Bombers. Claire Thompson, we saw a little bit in set number 1, getting in on the action there. Baldy, nice serve. Sutton, another overpass. Thompson is just throws her hands up in the air saying, yep, that worked. It sure did. Not a great pass, but it just creeped over the net and nobody there for the Rebels. Baldy now looks to close it out on match point. Sutton just flings it back across the net, just trying to make something happen with it there. And that's how this set will come to an end. 25-21 in set number 1, 25-8 in set number 2. Macomb wins it in 2. If this is your first time joining us here on TSSR, basically what's going to happen is we will end this stream. We'll get the varsity stream going, so it'll be a separate stream. You'll have to go to our YouTube channel to find that one. We'll get that one going basically about 3 to 4 minutes before game time. We'll make sure to get the starting lineups on there and such. So once again, it's a 25-21, 25-8 win for the Bombers JV squad here at Macomb High. I've been John Burton. Dylan's been on the camera for me here. And we will see you for the varsity contest. This has been TSSR Game Time Live's presentation of Bombers Volleyball.